Well, it is 11 in Eastern. It's 11:02, so.
Yeah,
Perfect. Good
morning. Good morning. How are we this morning to everybody? Welcome once again to our favorite day of the week, Sunday. Sunday is the day that we get to go ahead and give gratitude for everything that we are grateful for in this world and in the multiverse known as the Uplift World. So we will start off. Who is going to be my first gratitude today?
Me. Can it be Bob? I lost my face, by the way. Sorry, everyone. I'll get it back.
Okay.
All right. So, grateful for technology magic. It's a kind of magic. Thank you.
Let's see here. I'm grateful for the stories I make up in my head. Let's put it that way.
Nice. You have better stories than I do.
Yep.
Good morning, Doreen. See you in the comments there.
Next.
I'm grateful to be fully vaccinated.
Amen to
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, woohoo is right.
Next.
I'm grateful for the speed at which things can move.
+1.
Uh-huh. Specifically Shippletopia, but I don't think that's all going to fit on a sign. So grateful for the speed at which things can move.
All right. Next. Ross.
Yeah. I'm grateful for Leon communicating.
We're all grateful for that, man. That kid.
But like anybody, it's communication is not always easy, and he's pretty bad at it, and I often am. Except he's a kid, and so he's a lot better than he was last year. But I'm still kind of the same as I was last year. So one of us is improving a lot more. Anyway, as frustrating as I get with him, I understand that I'm often at fault too, but that he is getting better and he is trying.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, well, hopefully we can teach an old dog new tricks here, and you can learn along with him. Ouch. All right. So I think that's it. So let's go ahead and head to the comments. Do we have anything that I need to put up from the comments?
No.
Yes, we have Doreen here, who is grateful for a successful first vocal rehearsal.
Oh.
And then, as an aside, she said she has 10 new songs to learn, 10 she knows already, and lots of work to put into the set.
Nice. Reminds me of that song. I've got 6 pens. Jolly, jolly.
Jurine.
Yes.
I actually remembered it for once.
Woohoo!
Okay,
Yeah.
next.
Steven says
Gratitude.
Oh, let's do Madeline.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Good. I'm grateful for
Drawing.
Drawings.
Been
I like
drawing
your art.
storm for the last several hours.
Nice. Hello, Madeline.
Can't get it in the game.
All right.
There we go.
And okay, so the next one.
Next is Stephen, who is grateful he bought so many land plots.
And good morning, Lisa Chandler. See you there.
Stephen, you said?
Yes, with a PH.
All right, next.
Next, we have Lisa, who is grateful for Jen. Thanks, Lisa. I'm grateful for you, too.
Next.
I just stay here for a second. Some of the comments in the comment section I would love to reply to, but when I go into the comments instead of private chat, my space for writing disappears.
Right,
No.
because you can only, I think it's set up that you can only comment if you're in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, anyway, just hello everybody, and it's really nice to see you, and good for you, Jareen. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Chuck says that he is grateful that his offspring is an amazing Minecraft builder.
Just taking the first step. That's
Yep.
awesome. Someday we'll achieve Lgnd.Art Zen Master level, perhaps.
Oh,
Hopefully.
I don't think that is going to happen anytime soon, though. Next.
That seems to be all we have at the moment.
Final
right.
one.
Yep.
Bob says, grateful for Sue showing Bob her place. Please shorten. I apologize.
Okay, well, that actually fits. And who's that? Bob? Just
That
regular
is
Bob?
Bob. That is Bob.
Okay,
Showing Bob her place.
And if it doesn't fit, you could always do BB.
got it.
All right.
All right. Oh, now we got Russell all in the thing. Wow, that was an extreme close up on Russell right there, man.
It's just a Star
Cool.
Trek zoom, red alert zoom, you know.
Exactly.
Right. Is it time to run? Oh, wait, Jody. Jody has a message here. I'm grateful to have Yuri in my life.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's a lot of them there. The wall's filling up.
Mhm.
Yes, agreed.
All right.
Corporate world would be like, our sign metrics are doing quite well.
All right.
Oh my God,
Couple more comments to address here before we run over. Chuck wants to know if we're in Genesis. We're actually in World. So /server world, and then you'll spawn at the steps of the cathedral and wander on up and find us around the corner. We also have another gratitude here. BitSource AML Solutions Consulting, I'm sorry I don't know your actual name, is grateful for 3 boosted Swineland property.
Might go by. Never mind. I'm not going to guess.
Go ahead and give me his initials because there's no way that's going to fit on this.
So B for BitSource, then AML. Oh, he says Team Uplift, he or she. TEEM Uplift. All one word.
Thank you, BASC.
All right, so we've got that. All right, so give me one quick second here. Oh, what the heck?
It is nighttime. We will get some sunrise soon. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure on you, Nick. Hurry up.
Yeah, give me 1 second. 1 second. I just had a small little emergency I had to attend to. So.
Oh.
Okay.
Those are always things.
I retract my attempt at humor.
Yeah, no, but it's all good. It's all good. So let's all head on over the other side of the cathedral, and it will make the sun rise.
All right.
Lead the way.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going this way. Through the bee garden.
Nice. This is where I stop and go, which way is it?
Well, here's the sunflower, so now we know.
Yep.
Follow the people. Hi, people.
We'll take the longest way.
And we do some sun scouting, looking for some hints of dawn. Oh, my God.
All right, everybody mute.
Mm-hmm. The sun comes up and reminds us that we once again are alive and we get this day as a present. We need to remember that in our daily lives. We tend to be a little bit too busy sometime and we don't. The sunrise is there for us to appreciate. It's for us to worship. And it's for us to remember that every now and then we do need to take some time out to make sure that we are doing the best that we can for ourselves, because if we don't do the best that we can for ourselves, we can't be the best for others. So take care of yourself, take some time off, take a vacation, just take some time for you. When you take some time for you, your light will shine brighter. And we always want to look towards the light.
That's nice. Thank you. If I may, I have something to share.
Floor is yours.
Thank you. The floor is accepted. You know, people really make the place. And this is a great place to be. And we're all great people. Much appreciated. This came to mind when I was visiting with Sue in Minecraft in Uplift. And I was like, God, this would just be a bunch of bits if it wasn't for people like Sue plus, right? It's in Chicken Call at the time, and the sign that said, you know, grateful for Sue and the people in Chicken Call, but it applies to everyone. And then the final thought in my mind goes back to, you know, the Voyager probe. Well, basically, it's like when that camera shot happened of Earth. Like, space is really empty, outer space. And it would be a very lonely place if it wasn't for a beautiful place called Earth, where it has all the people, hopes, and dreams that we've ever had. And the jokes. Don't forget the jokes. So thank you to everyone for being you, and thank you for the humor when it happens. And when appropriate, all disclaimers apply. Done. Thank you.
Good words of wisdom there to remember. Good words of wisdom. All right, who's next?
I'll go. So this week I had a gratitude. I'm grateful for the stories I make up in my head. You know, I think sometimes we forget that everything that we see and everything we believe, or everything, these are stories kind of that we make up in our head. I mean, what we see, what we perceive, how we interpret the world isn't real in a sense, or we experience maybe a small, tiny section of reality that's so small and insignificant compared to the vast information coming at us all the time. And we pick and choose what parts of reality we want to call true. And then we make up stories around them. And it's really good to actually appreciate that. I think it helps you become less identified with the stories. And so people can talk about them without giving you a deep cut or something, you know, and they can, you don't have to take everything so personally. A lot of the problems I find when I talk to people lately are people taking things personally and being severely affected by it, as though this is my whole identity and there's nothing else, there's only this reality and that's it, and you're hacking it up. Well, I'm sorry, but everything you believe is bullshit, and everything I believe is also bullshit. So, I mean, if you just remember that, it really helps. And make sure the bullshit you believe is actually benefiting you somehow, or somehow serving you. Don't just believe any bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Life is short. Don't take it too personal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Life is short. Nobody gets out alive.
It's true.
Exactly. All right. Who wants to be the next person? Aunt Gail, you're muted.
Okay. I I just wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude and how important it is, particularly if you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry or you're feeling stressed, and how trying to get a hold of gratitude during those times can be really difficult, but it's most important then to find a way to feel and express gratitude. And I've been thinking so much about the residential school system and all of the deaths of children in Canada. We know for sure over 4,000. And now they're going to be looking for unmarked graves. And I'm filled with immense sadness and anger about it. And I really thought this morning, you know, it's going to be hard to come up with gratitude. And then I thought, well, that's ridiculous, because in my life, there is so much to be grateful for. So what I wanted to do was challenge myself to find gratitude in the situation that's making me really sad. And the gratitude is that it's now something that we are actually talking about, and the whole country is becoming engaged. And I am grateful for that. So that, I think, is the challenge, finding gratitude in a really hard situation. But I did it.
That's fantastic, Aunt Gail. It is a special talent that anybody can possess, but they have to nurture it to be able to take the silver lining out of the blackest clouds. So my hat is off to you, Aunt Gail. Always, and I've said this a couple times, and it does mention repeating, through the darkest hour, there will be a light to guide you. What that light is your choice. Is it a parent? Is it a friend? Is it a comic book? Is it a video game? Is it, a funny story? You get to choose your light. Look at the light and just make sure that your light is yours. Don't let your light be anybody else's. Sure, you can share your light and you can have a common interest in your light, but make your light your own a little bit. So, yeah. All right. Who's next?
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Okay.
I wanted to make a brief mention, a little crossover of two things. Greg and Corey haven't been here for a few Sundays, but they'll be back. They're both taking their own separate little, personal times, vacations. Corey has sent sunrise pictures, and my understanding is that before any of the Minecraft server Cathedral, before this, he did that for a while. He went out. It helped him kind of get his life together, because he'd go out and he'd watch the sunrise each morning, the real sunrise.
Confirm. He also did YouTube. He also streamed it out. Bless him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So he's still continuing, and I think it's a pretty good tradition. Like I'm usually against traditions, and I think that's a decent one. That's a good one. Is wake up and first thing you do is appreciate something that's just magnificent in our universe. There's this. The sunrise is just an easy way to see that there's something changing with the planets and the sun. It's kind of neat. It's a good way to start the day. And I don't know. There's a lot of traditions that are just harmful or silly, and but that one seems pretty good. It seems like it's just positive. So I like that one. And I think it's great Corey's continued that, and it's maybe something that anybody else can try too.
Right. Now, traditions don't always have to be, labeled as a tradition. We can call them habits. We can call them routines. We can call them mantras. We can call them sutras. We can call them anything we want to. It's something that you do on a repetitive basis to fulfill yourself. And yeah, so when people talk about traditions and stuff like that, there are shared traditions, there are personal traditions, but there's also variations of tradition, and that's where that whole list falls into. So if you don't want to classify it as a tradition, poof, it's not a tradition.
That reminds me, Nick.
Yes.
Can I borrow the floor?
Yeah, sure, fine. I guess so. I mean, I was only talking, but fine, go ahead. Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, please. I thought you were finished.
No, Bob. Go ahead. Seriously, you know me. I'm a kidder.
And a much loved one. So it's Corey's birthday today, right?
Last week.
All right, close enough. So there's a tradition. There's a singing. Shall we?
Sure. Why not?
Yes.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday,
dear Corey. I'm sorry, you have to hear me sing it. Happy birthday to you.
That was great.
It definitely didn't sound like one of those YouTube choirs where they all, sing from the phone.
I swear
Yes,
we're sober.
but it shows that we are ultimately human, and damn it, we'll make mistakes. And the good part is we get to laugh about this one, because I know I'm going to be looking back at this one and just going, Jesus Christ, oh my God, how do I stink so bad at singing?
Oh, it's all good cake. It's like sunrise gratitude. Good cake. Russell approved.
Yep.
Exactly. So
Looks like I'm last here.
Mhm.
My gratitude and my thoughts on the weekend are very, very simple. I was outside yesterday. That's it. I mowed the lawn. It was great. And I finally was able to get the long-handled pruner out and prune a whole bunch of dead branches that I've been staring at out my window for a long, long time. They're gone now. And that's a relief. And yes, we have now a trailer full of branches to take to the compost depot, but they're not in my line of sight anymore. And so I'm very happy about that. Simple gratitudes outside.
Man.
yes.
And here's to the gratitudes that are not said. Because Jen, I had a horrible time trying to put up a sign, and I'm like, Jen, this is inadequate, but I'm putting up a gratitude sign up for you. Like this happened yesterday, but yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to be the last one for today. So we've had a lot of discussion about things that are traditional, things that are, that we do that either should be a tradition or, should be a habit, should be something or other. This all goes back to the statement I made earlier in this broadcast, which is, take care of yourself. Take the vacation. Take some time out. Just take some time to remember who you are. In this world, it's really, really, really easy to forget who you are. And if you're having trouble remembering who you are, take a pause. Ask people, hey, am I acting a little different today? Am I not me today? Don't take it as a criticism. Take it as, hey, your status quo. Hey, you may be a little bit off or something like that. Hey, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And just make sure, though, that when you ask the question of people you trust. But seriously, take some time away from the screens. Take some time away from work. Take some time away from, everything. But just take some time to be with yourself and remember that you're a pretty freaking awesome person. And people can say that you stink. People can say that you're not good enough, whatever. But if you're here listening to this broadcast and you're here in the Uplift world, or you're in the Telegram groups or in the Discord groups, you got a good heart in you, because we cultivate that through our project here. We cultivate goodness, we cultivate gratitude, and we cultivate some of the best that life has to offer. So if you're amongst us and we accept you, you're doing something right. Just remember that. I said that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Truth.
Sure thing.
I'm seeing a tradition that might be starting here a little bit. People holding things, which is kind of cute and nice. Shout out to that. Thank you. I'm honored. Okay. One of us. Agreed, Morton. Morton.
One of us. One of us. We accept you.
All right. Shall we do
All
the
right.
thing? And who would like to lead the in the name of gratitude?
Hey, where's Madeline?
Madeline,
Heck yeah, where's
come. Do you want to do the 1, 2, 3, or to say in the name of gratitude? Okay, come on.
All
Say
right.
it loud so everybody can hear.
On the count of 3, nice and loud, Madeline. I want to hear you without my headphones here. So 1, 2, 3. In the name of gratitude.
Woo!
Snowballs! Whee!
All right.
Snowball fight. Snowball fight.
Hey, that took a little while, but I actually heard you. Good job, Madeline.
Thank you, Madeline. Thank you, everyone.
Mhm.
You guys snowballed the
Snowballs from above.
Snowball fight. Even when it's not snowing.
Yes. Oh, one of my favorite parts of the day.
That's part of the day.
Walking in the maelstrom just to get some snowballs right into the center of it, and then I get some snowballs. If I have a big shield to hide behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the sneak attack comes from the back.
I always think of like
Attack.
old movie music, like dun 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 dun
Turn
dun.
around real fast.
Ooh.
I love
Yeah.
I love that we have a soundtrack now.
Snowball flies.
on my wall.
Alrighty. And on that incredibly happy note and that incredibly lovely song by Miss Madeline, I believe it is time for the thing that we call the chop. Are we ready?
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you,
All right.
everyone.
1,
Bye-bye.
2, 3.
Chop.
Chop. Yep. Cut.